Hello everybody, Cone Dodger here, and welcome back to Assetto Corsa. So this week we're going to try out some new content that is unofficial. So we've got mods on Assetto Corsa already, even before it's released. The first one here is the Top Gear test track, and it's probably the most incomplete of all the stuff I'm going to show you today. Obviously it's missing some stuff, and it's probably just a port of a ISI track or a mod for one of the ISI games like R Factor. So it's got its bugs. I've done quite a few laps around here because it's just so much fun. Obviously I am a big Top Gear fan. If you watch my automation stuff, you know that, and we've been going over a lot of the Top Gear test track here lately, so it's pretty fitting that we're going to do a lap around it, or a few of them anyway. I'm using the Ferrari 458, but with some modifications. It is the Stage 3 car, so it's probably pretty bananas, and we're about to see just how bananas it is. So it's set up here where we're just going to start kind of off to the side of the track. Oh yeah. This car just sounds like it's going to be fast. Alright, so I think we go out here and turn right, and that will line us up with a start-finish line. Yes. The timer has already started, so we're just going to kind of make a practice lap here. Wowzers, it's fast. So you can see the graphics are very simple. This is not the kind of graphical power that this game is limited to, that's for sure. I would definitely like to see them make an official version of this track, but I'm sure that's a pricey license to get. Ooh. But it's fun though, nevertheless, to try it out. It was deep. Ooh. Good brakes on the car too, though. This is the slowest part of the track here. Trying to get the power down. Channel our inner Stig. Even though I drive a lot more like Clarkson. Just wild and crazy all the time. Okay, well, that answers that question. Can't hold it flat through there. Oh, don't hit the tires, don't hit the tires. I did mention this was a practice lap, right? Right. Okay, let's get these tires cleaned up. Come on, tires, clean up. Well, they might not be perfectly clean by the time we get there. We're pretty clean. Alright, let's see if we can stop before the start-finish line here, because it's Top Gear test track. You gotta have a standing start. Oh man, does it have power. Even the speedometer up on the heads-up display thing, or the thing on the top left there, it can't even keep up with how fast it's accelerating. I'm trying to keep it under control here. Nose washing out a little bit. Over revving a little. It's probably too slow. No, that's about right. Short shift a little bit. This is a lot different than the tracks that we have to offer in the main game here, because it's so flat. A lot of the tracks in this game seem to have a good little bit of banking to them, and this is obviously no banking, completely flat. Right, let's see if we can do this turn flat this time. Just clip the inside. That was perfect. Right on the brakes. It's always the trickiest turn because it gets so narrow right there. Alright, our standing lap time was a 1:14.9. That is quick. Let's see what a not standing time would be. Easy car. Nose washing out there. say this is probably one of the most fun to drive cars I've done in this game yet. I love how responsive it is. You can really steer it with a throttle. It's got lots of grip, so... Whoa, 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 whoa. That's what happens when you compliment it. It tries to kill you. Oh, you think I handle nice, do you? How do you like this? Alright, I don't know that mechanical damage is represented just yet, other than engine damage. Obviously, it still seems like it's driving straight and whatnot, so we'll just take another flying lap and try at it. Remember that 1:14.9 was the standing lap, which is what they do on the show. So it's really cool that we already have modded content for the game, and the devs seem to be pretty okay with it. Actually, I guess we would say they even support it. The whoop, easy car. A little too early on that downshift. The first multiplayer patch that came out, I want to say 0.9, actually broke this this content. All the modded content no longer worked, but that has been fixed in the 0.95 update, and it's so simple to install. You just plop it into the tracks folder and off you go. So I would say they will definitely be supporting mods in the future. So basically, my prediction is everything that's available for R Factor will probably be available for this, because they share the same kind of graphical technology. They use the same type of models, 3D Max. So the stuff should be pretty easy to port over. Whoops! Well, I guess I'm not going to get a clean flying lap, am I? Alrighty, well that is a good first look at the Top Gear test track. I'm kind of just going to do a little bit of a first impressions video here of the mods that I've found. Now we're going to move on to something completely different, and we're going to start some rallying. Alright, we're going to do some rallying. This is a track from Richard Burns Rally, which is pretty much the last great rally game that was made. Now this is a tarmac rally course. Obviously there is no dirt physics in the game as of now, as far as I know. But tarmac rally is one of my favorite things in the world. It's something that I really wish was more popular here in the States. It's just awesome to watch. I love watching videos of it, time trials, stuff like that. So I'm really excited to try this. I have done a little bit of practicing here. I have yet to complete a lap. It is, or not a lap, it's not a circuit. It is a start to finish rally stage. But I've yet to get to the end of it because it is extremely difficult. And there's a little bit of a bug of the game that's making it even more difficult. We'll see that as we go. I am in the Lotus Evora GTC car, which is a pretty good fit for this. Very high grip, but small enough that it doesn't get in your way. So let's give it a try. You can see the timer's already going. It's a mod. It's pretty buggy, but somebody has put a lot of work into this. This car has very limited visibility, and that's going to be a problem later on, but I'm going to try and start right at the 2-minute mark, just in case I do actually make it to the end, and we can get some kind of a time. Already you can see it looks awesome. Here we go. That was close enough to the 2-minute mark. So the track is very narrow. Sorry, the stage is very narrow. I could really use a co-driver to read out the course, because it gets pretty crazy. There's the bug I was talking about. The driver's view does not stay with the car at all. It just stays straight. So it's like you're always looking exactly forward. So when you go through these crazy elevation changes, it gets extremely hard to see. So we may actually try this, assuming that I don't make it to the end this time. I may actually try it using like a bumper cam or something like that, see if it's any easier. But this is so much fun. It's so crazy. And so unpredictable. I flipped there a couple times. I just really love this style of racing. I know it's, to some people it's probably really boring. It's just one car going along at a time. There's no side-by-side competition. But it's just, whoops. Hit. It's just pure driver skill and setting up a car to do. Oh man. Ouch. To do these crazy things. You can see that was a little buggy there. It doesn't handle the collisions with these cliff faces very well at all. We can deal with that. I just want to see the end of the track, the end of the course. And although this is not really pushing the boundaries as far as graphics go, the trees are just 2D. A lot of the stuff's probably ported from Richard Burns Rally. It still looks fantastic. The track lighting gets a little buggy in some places and gets really washed out. Hard to see. Bumpy through there. That is really bumpy. Alright, now into the open. This is kind of the part where you see it's super washed out. Solar effects are just way too harsh. Ooh, easy, 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 easy. That was close. Yeah, it's weird. I almost think maybe I should try turning off some of the solar effects when I'm here. Probably the HDR effects or something like that. This won't be the last you see of these tracks, but I'm just going to do a little bit of a video giving my, whoops. Oh, don't go off there. I don't know how deep of a cliff that was, but it looked like we'd be going for a while. I just wanted to give a little bit of a first impressions and let you guys know that this stuff is out there. Oh, that was a hard hit. And there will be links in the descriptions to where I found them. So you can check them out yourself. Show me up. Ooh, buddy. I think this is the furthest I've made it, actually. I've been playing quite a lot today, though. Trying to get my feel for the game back. Oh, which way do we go? I guess we're going this way. Oh man, I want to go the other way. This way was terrible. I wonder if that actually was an option, or if that would have gone somewhere bad. It's so easy to want to go faster through places like that, but you never know what's coming, really. It'd be really cool to have somebody reading you pace notes live. Not like an AI or anything that's pre-recorded, like, you know, one of your friends gets a screen that reads off the pace notes and they read them to you. Oops! Oh no. Don't fall off track, don't fall off track. You still on? No. Easy car. Alright. We're still going. Still going. I just want to see the end. I am no rally driver. So far today we've learned that I am not the Stig. Very fitting message. Oh god. don't think there's any way we're going to make it back up there. No, I don't think it's going to happen. Can we make it? No. Okay, well... Oh, wait, did we? I think we may have. Yep, we did. How about that? I was just going to say I'll restart and pick up at this point again. I am pointed the right direction, right? Well, we're supposed to be going downhill, so I guess if we start going uphill a lot, I know we're going the wrong way. Yeah, this is the right way. Okay, well, continuing on. I saw another... Oh, man. Well, as I was saying, I'm going to go back to the top of the mountain, and I'll rejoin you when I get to about the 8-minute mark of the track. Alright, so we're down to roughly the same point in the track that we exited. Actually trying out the bumper cam a little bit on the way down here. I found it very disorienting for some reason, and it made the shininess go away, and the weird brightness, I mean. But, I don't know, I just couldn't drive like that for some reason. It was distracting. So, despite the view being a little bizarre here, it seems to be the best option. Let's see if we can actually make it to the end of the track this time. Oh, it was right here. Huh. Was it? Yep. That was it. Well, that stinks. We were that close. Oh, man. Now I want to try it again. But not till next time. We'll give this track another try, another time. Now we're going to move on to something a little bit more well-known. And something I'm pretty excited about. Alrighty, so now we are at the Nurburgring. And not just the GP track, but the whole shebang. So this is a track probably imported from R Factor 2. It looks very familiar to me, and the graphics look like of that era. I personally never really got into R Factor or any of the ISI games. There was just something about them that didn't really suit my driving style or what I like in a racing game, just the feel of them. That's all just kind of personal taste, but it does have a massive modding community, so it's great that, you know, people are going to be able to take some of those tracks and implement them into this game, because I like this game. So, I'm driving something I have never driven before, and that is the Formula Abarth. I'm thinking that's going to be a good fit for here. The only thing that I'm slightly worried about is if the track is super bumpy, it might be a little hard to handle, but we will see. So I have set up just a 2-lap race. I've got a random field of formula cars, so some will be way faster than me, some might be slower, who knows. But I just wanted to give it a little bit of like a track day feel. Go! So I've done quite a few laps here in some street cars. Honestly, I've struggled with it quite a bit. There's the classic GP cars, the Lotuses, and there's the F3 car. So pretty much everything out here is going to be faster than me, but there should be a couple of these as well. So yeah, honestly, I've been struggling. I have not done many laps on the ring here of late. Let's see. Classic cars are struggling down here, though. Not much grip in those guys. I really love this track. I love it's just, there's something about it that makes you feel like really anxious, I guess is the word I would use. The walls, everything's so close on you, it really brings out the fear in you, even though it's a video game and nothing bad can happen to you. It's really cool the way it does that. I can only imagine what it's like in real life. And I will probably have to imagine it, because I don't foresee me ever getting over to Germany to try it out. So, luckily we've got games like this to experience it in. So far it feels great. Not too bumpy, but there's definitely some spots in it. But whoa, easy guy. There's some spots in it in real life as well, that's for sure. This is usually fun, nice little jump. And get a little bit. I want to say the Evora S and that thing surprised me and got way airborne on that. I was in the, what is it, the Ferrari 458? Like the Stage 3 or one of the modified versions of it. Whoa! Whoa, he just looked like the very reason why F1 doesn't race here anymore. Oh, Jim Clark. Jim Clark has retired. Oh, there's a lot of irony in what just happened there, but we will continue on. That brings me to another point. This is a beta track and a beta game, basically, so there's some bugs. The AI, whoops, don't get on the curb. It's forming the car. The AI have some issues in some of the spots, so it's a little bit more fun to just do lapping here than it is to do actual racing. I assume it works in multiplayer too, so that would be cool. Hopefully I can get Dux and Joe on board to do some racing here at Assetto Corsa. That'd be cool. Maybe some other people. Still trying to figure all of that out. Ooh, that was really bumpy right there. This is definitely the right car for the track, though. Not too much power, massive amounts of grip and downforce. Really make you feel like you're a hero. Except for right there. Now, this is a track that the Assetto Corsa devs are actually making. They are laser scanning this whole track. It is due to be out in the September update. I read that it was, they said DLC, but I think they just mean that, you know, just downloadable content in the fact that it's just part of the game update. I don't think it's going to be something you have to pay more for. I don't know. But honestly, I'd probably pay more for it. Even though we have this version, I don't know that I've ever seen a laser scan version of the ring, so it'd be interesting to compare it. This is all done just based off of, likely based off of just, you know, elevation maps and stuff like that, when I can remember in my days of a track maker. Oh, this car is awesome. I am so glad that I chose this one. I was really struggling here in the street cars. But now I'm starting to get a better feel for the track. I remember all of these crazy turns. And this car has enough grip in it to give me the confidence to keep going. Whoa! Too much confidence. Too much confidence! I've become overconfident. Mistakes have been made. Alright, back on track. Whoops. Well, that's still better than I have been doing, to be honest. I would have already wrecked 3 or 4 times by now. That was weird, though. It didn't seem like it was going to understeer that bad. Let's see. And it handles the baking pretty well. Let's see if we can catch some of those other cars. Look like they were the same ones. Damage is certainly not very well modeled. I don't honestly know that they're going to worry about it too much. I would like to at least put in like the suspension damage and stuff like Live for Speed had. That stuff's pretty important to me. The actual body damage and stuff, not really that important to me. As big of a gripe that, whoops, grass. Oh no, don't flip. Well, it was doing really well. Now it's going right back to how I was doing. But yeah, the physical damage to me is more important than the visual damage. That was always a big gripe in the early Gran Turismo games. That never really bothered me as much as the fact you could slam into walls like that and get away with it. So that's the kind of aspect I would like to see implemented. Oops! Jeez. See, it's so hard to remember all of these little turns. They seem to come up out of nowhere. Alright, well, I'm gonna scurry on back to the start-finish line, and we'll take another stab at doing a clean lap around here. Obviously, it's a very long track. I'm guessing probably in the... Whoa, there was a little air there. In the 8-minute bracket for this car. Probably, maybe the high 7s, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so it took a lot of practice and a good bit of time to really hone in the track and get used to it again. So I went into a practice session and just started doing laps. I hit the record button once I started feeling comfortable, and I finally nailed down a lap that I was mostly happy with. There's a couple little bobbles in it, but nothing catastrophic. So here is that lap. If you wanted to see a full lap around the Nurburgring, Formula Bar in the Assetto Corsa. So I'm going to step away from the microphone now and just sit back and enjoy the sights and sounds of the Nurburgring. Well, there you have it, and that's going to do it for this week. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you next time.